Welcome back to the St. John's Speed Shop, fellow modelers. Update number 3 on the Iron Maiden Spitfire by Revell. For the most part, everything's going along pretty smoothly. I've got it shaded and decaled, and that has been hit with a dull coat. Got rid of that glossy finish, and it's looking much better, starting to come alive. Now you may have noticed that our Spitfire here is a little bit shorter than it was in the last vid, and you would be correct in that assessment. The El Cheapo landing gear did not survive the paint process, but that's been sort of corrected. We'll get to that in a minute, but let's see what we got going on so far. I used Tamiya's black wash to shade all the recessed areas, and initially I wasn't going to, because I was going to be real time consuming and a pain in the ass, but I'm like, nah, gotta step up the game, and I'm glad I did, because it makes a lot of the detail pop. It looks a lot better. Far from perfect, but I'm happy with it. The decals all lay down pretty good. No problems there, except for on the bottom of the plane. The roundels and the bottom of the wings had a little bit of problems with them, and we'll get to that in a minute too. But so far so good. Once I'm done with this video, I'm going to get to some weathering and final assembly and that last video. So let's get it flipped over so you can see the bottom. Now the shading pops a lot more on the gray paint. And I mean, I was really happy with this. I initially used Tamiya gray wash in this, and it just wasn't enough. But the black wash, it wasn't as severe as I thought it was going to be. It looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I had a little bit of wrinkles in these decals, and that's probably because they had to go over these raised areas, whatever those are. Gonna pull them a little bit out of place, but no big deal. That's the only issues I have with the decals, but it's no fault of the decal. And for newer modelers, when we say we use this stuff here, okay, and it, it softens decals to conform to irregular surfaces. This is what we're talking about right here. It looks painted on. This decal went right over these areas, no sweat. With the little application of microsol and microset, good stuff. But this is looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. I got a few pieces to install. But so far, good kit, except for the damn landing gear. What I wound up doing with that, I drilled out a hole there, installed some brass rod, and I drilled out the strut so this will fit on there. Some super glue, and hopefully that'll take care of the problem. If I were to build this kit again, I would put it on a stand and do it gear up, because the landing gear just sucked. Really cheap, old school, and I would put this on a stand or hang it from the ceiling or anything, but that landing gear sucked. But I'm going to shut my trap, get to the final assembly, and be back real soon with the final assembly, finished product. You guys have a good one, have a great weekend, and I am out of here. Adios.